Welcome back, Smiths. All right, well, I really want to commend you both for sticking to your goals, for coming home early and spending the time with Johnny and your wife, and for you, Jill, for stopping and talking to Johnny whenever he had his outbursts. But I want to go back to something that you said, because you both mentioned that even when doing these two things, you haven't seen an improvement in his behavior. I want to go back to something that you said, Jill. You said that when he throws the tantrums, you often will sit next to him, talk to him about his behavior, and then spend 10 or 15 minutes with him, helping him calm down. You mentioned reading books to him, singing songs, which is really great ideas for helping anybody calm down. But sometimes, so we learn behaviors either by watching people or by interacting with people, but also when it's reinforced or it's not reinforced. So when it's not reinforced, it's like, we don't get a reward from it, or it's ignored, so we discontinue that behavior. But when we're rewarded for it, we tend to continue that behavior. So we kind of talked about this in our last session. You guys have brought it up. It tends to happen in the afternoon when everybody's busy and he's looking for somebody to play with or to pay attention to him. So when he throws these tantrums, what is he getting with your response? Yeah, he's kind of getting exactly what he asked for. He's getting your attention, getting your time. So even though I know this isn't what you meant, your reaction was reinforcing his action. So what are some other ways that you could possibly respond to him when he has these outbursts without reinforcing his behavior? Yeah, I think that's a great idea. You could wait till you could help him calm down and then have him use his words. Or tell him that you're going to wait patiently until he can use his words to express what he needs and what he wants. I think that's a great idea. And Johnny, I know you're trying really hard, and you did try really hard this week not to throw a tantrum. I think that's great. But let me explain a little bit to what's happening when you have this behavior. So, can you make the number 4 just like this? All right. Now I want you to close it. So this is our brain. And when we're happy and we're all in a good mood, this is what our brain looks like. And this part of our brain is right here. It's right here. Yep, that's your forehead. And that's the part of the brain that we use to think. So it's what you use when you're at school and you're learning all your schoolwork. It's what you use when your mom tells you to go do something and you go do it. All right? Sometimes, and even adults, this happens. When we get angry or frustrated or really, really sad, this part of our brain comes up. And then we're left without the part that helps us to think clearly. And so sometimes, and even in adults, we might cry a lot, we might get angry and yell. So what we have to do is when we feel ourselves getting angry or frustrated or really sad, we need to learn some things to help our brain go down. So I'm going to teach you some things that you can do to help your brain come down so that you don't get so angry and frustrated, and you can use your words to help your mom and dad understand what you're feeling and what you need. Okay? All right, so we're all gonna do these together, okay? But before we do that, can I just make one adjustment? Yeah, I noticed the twins are getting a little wiggly over here. Would you mind if they sat on your laps? Yeah, that way Jessica can do this breathing exercise with us. All right, is that okay? All right. All right, so everybody bring your hand forward and get your pointer finger. And we're going to trace the outline of our hand. We're going to, when we go up, we're going to go inhale through our nose. And then when we get to the top of the finger, we'll stop. And then as we go down, go. Okay? All right, so here we go. All right. You like that one, Johnny? Okay, another one you can do. All right, get your arms out and then just hug yourself really tight, okay? That's another way that you can kind of calm yourself down so that your brain will calm down. All right, so now we're gonna practice that. All right, Johnny, I want you to pretend that you're getting angry and frustrated, and I want you to use one of those two things. It can either be the hug or the hand, and then I want you to ask your mom and dad for something or tell them a big feeling that you're having. And mom and dad are gonna let you respond in a way that doesn't reinforce the behavior that we want to go away, but enforces the good behavior. Okay? All right, Johnny, which one are you gonna use? Oh, okay, you're gonna hug yourself? Okay, go ahead. Okay. No, that was perfect. Johnny, you did a great job of hugging yourself and then using your words to ask your mom and dad. And Bob and Jill, you guys did a good job of praising him for using his calming technique and also praising him and listening to his words and helping him with that. All right. And just really quick before we go, Jessica, we didn't get to talk much last time about you, but we did briefly touch about you engaging in activities that you like. I know you like to help your mom out with the twins, and that's really a big responsibility, and you should be proud that you can help your mom. But what are some things that you did this week that you liked to do? Okay, so you started a new book. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay. All right, and then you drew. Okay, so you're an artist. All right. So we're going to continue with that, Jessica, this week. Continue engaging in our painting and drawing and reading your books. And then mom and dad, we're going to, this week, praise Johnny and Jessica. Because remember, if he sees her getting rewarded, he's likely to follow that behavior as well. So praising them when they are having good behavior. And then Johnny, you're going to use either the hug or the breathing, and then use your big words to ask mom and dad. Yeah. And then you guys, wait for him to do that or help him do it so that then you can reward and praise the good behavior. All right?